Hey everybody, I'm here today with a driving lesson on doing 3-point turns. In this video, I'll be doing a few demonstrations of myself doing a 3-point turn. I'll be explaining what I'm doing as I'm doing it. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Now, I'll be doing it multiple times. So if you don't catch everything the first time, then don't worry because I'll be going over it more than once. All right, let's get right to it. I'm on a pretty open street, very low traffic street. There's not many cars that pass by here. So it'll be good because I can take my time doing the 3-point turns to fully explain it. I'm going to put the car in drive. We're going to go ahead and we're going to pull away from the curb. And I'm just driving down the street. Let's say I'm just casually driving down the street. And then I say, oh, I want to do a 3-point turn. I'm going to put my right signal on. And I'm going to pull over to the side of the road and come to a complete stop. Now, as you saw, I had my right signal on. I pulled over to the side of the road. I came to a complete stop. It's important to do this because you want to be able to see far down the road there and far down the road behind you and make sure that it's absolutely safe to do a 3-point turn. You don't want to just go ahead and make a spur of the moment 3-point turn without coming to a complete stop because then you can't do all of your safety checks. Now, before I go ahead, I'm going to put my left signal on, which lets all the potential other drivers and pedestrians around me know that I want to pull to the left and potentially make a 3-point turn. Now I'm checking my mirrors, my blind spots, looking far down the road in front of me, far down the road behind me. There's no pedestrians and no traffic. Let's go ahead and make the 3-point turn. I'm going to turn my steering wheel all the way to the left. There's actually a car that is coming down the street right now, so I'm just going to wait right here momentarily. Let that vehicle pass. And that's simply because I looked again. So it's important to constantly check when you're doing a 3-point turn. You have to frequently check this car, just waiting for it to go ahead and pass. There goes the car. So now we can go ahead, look again. All good, ready to proceed. I'm going to push the gas pedal slightly. Continue this way. My left signal's on. I'm holding the wheel at full lock to the left. Come to a complete stop. My right signal goes on. Put the car in reverse. Steering wheel gets turned all the way to the right. Now moving backwards while constantly looking around. Holding the wheel all the way to the right. Coming to a complete stop before I hit the curb. Left signal goes on. Put the car in drive. Steering wheel goes all the way to the left. And I go ahead and proceed. And I can straighten the steering wheel. Just like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a turn over here. And then I'll go ahead and make another 3-point turn to demonstrate the process one more time. So let's go ahead and we'll turn left over here. Come to a complete stop. Good to go. We'll turn left. And now we're going to demonstrate it one more time. So I'm just driving down the street casually. I want to make a 3-point turn. So I put my right signal on. I pull over close to the curb like this. Now I'm going to do this a little bit faster this time, okay? Just so, because you already watched it the first time, I'm going to do it a little bit quicker, show you a more realistic timeline for making a 3-point turn. Left signal goes on, look far ahead in the road, look all the way behind me in my mirror, check my mirrors, check all around the car. It's safe to proceed. Wheel turns all the way to the left. I accelerate to the left. There's actually a vehicle right there, but I have more than enough time. Right signal, reverse, wheel all the way to the right, continually checking. Left signal, drive, come to a complete stop, and proceed. So there was a vehicle on the street, but I had way more than enough time to complete it. So that's definitely something to keep in mind, is that you should know as you practice your 3-point turns, you should be able to know how long it's going to take you to do those 3-point turns roughly. So once again, we'll do it one more time. Right signal, pulling over to the side of the road. There's a different vehicle that's approaching on the road. So I'm going to let them pass just like that. Come to a complete stop. Once again, it's very important to come to a complete stop so you can look far in front of you and far behind you. Left signal goes on. We're looking all around us. Good to go. Wheel all the way to the left. Proceed. Come to a complete stop. Just like that. Reverse. Right signal goes on. Wheel turns all the way to the right. Moving backwards just like that. Come to a complete stop. Drive. Left signal goes on. And proceed just like that. Now, a few important things to note because that's all I'll be doing for the demonstration, but I'm going to explain a few crucial important things when it comes to making a 3-point turn. So let's just put the car in park. All right, so a few things. First and foremost, look all around the car constantly. When you're making a 3-point turn, you're essentially making many different turns to turn the car around. So with that being said, constantly look around the car. It's very important to make sure that it's safe to proceed before you start the 3-point turn, and then it's safe to continue proceeding during the 3-point turn. It's also important to always use your signal whenever you're switching the points within the turn and whenever you're pulling over. It's also important to turn the steering wheel all the way to one direction or the other because it's going to give you the maximum turning capabilities. Now, the reason that we do this is because Let's say you didn't turn the steering wheel all the way, and you realize midway through the 3-point turn that you need to add more steering. You can only turn it up until the point where it locks. You can't go further than that, right? So I always say to turn the steering wheel all the way to one direction or the other, because this way, if you've turned too much and you don't need as tight of a turning radius, then you can actually release it a little bit. There's always room to release the steering wheel a bit so that, you can widen up the turn, but there's not always room to continue turning the wheel because it's going to stop once it's being turned at full lock to the right or to the left. So with that being said, that's basically it. It's a simple driving lesson and demonstration multiple times and explanation of some crucial tips for making a 3-point turn. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. What are some other tips for making a 3-point turn? Let me know down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.